We can't all get groped all the time, Nathan.
You're telling me.
Some of us would love to be groped, particularly on our birthdays.
That's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
No one's going to grope me.
Sushi jackknife. 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 Sushi jackknife.
It sounds like.
Wait, what does Mario in a cave sound like?
I feel like my mic is at a strange angle where I'm doing this.
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that.
Is that better?
That's better.
Do I feel more upright?
You're good.
I look upright, I'm sure. I can't see myself.
Are you perpendicular to the earth?
I try to be. It's good for posture.
Apparently.
Yeah.
What does Mario in a cave sound like?
Well, it depends what he's doing.
What is Mario?
The moment's lost, Justin. You can't replicate the moment.
I tried to bring it back.
No, you can't replicate the moment.
I'm forgetting my Tao of Poo already. I listened to the audiobook one day. By the next day, the concepts have escaped me completely.
Let me ask you. It's called the what?
The Tao
of
Poo.
Poo.
Yeah.
Poo.
Yeah.
Poo.
The Tao of shit.
Did you giggle
I
at all when you saw it?
I thought about it a lot. I mean, I knew it referred to Pooh Bear,
right?
But I did think about it a lot, about the poo. I was kind of waiting for the author to make a poop joke, and he never did. It was disappointing.
I'm shocked, personally.
It's an affront. It's an affront to my sensibilities.
All right. So what did you learn from this?
Basic, very basic Taoist concepts. Very basic?
What's the main takeaway?
Great question. I would say the main thing that I took away is that, you can things are that the way that they are. So you might as well try to enjoy your life. You might as well try to enjoy life. Things are the way that they are.
Yes.
There you go. That was a big one. Another big one is, trying to force things all the time, trying to kind of push things and mold them to your will and so forth is pretty. It's ineffective.
Now here's the question: where's the line at here? Are they saying you can't change anything? Is it full of fate in this situation?
No, I don't think fate is involved at all.
Are they saying the things you can't change, it doesn't work to change, try to change them?
Yeah, I mean, I think the end point is pretty moderate, like, because at one point in the book he says, like, well, look, if you look at yourself as you are, you may see things you would like to improve about yourself. Not that you should go crazy doing that,
right? But
if there's something that you want to change that you can work to change, go for it. Don't violate your inner nature. That's kind of the main point. Like, you know what I mean? Be who you are, but don't try to put yourself in some box, you know what I mean, where you don't naturally fit, Yeah,
don't go in a box.
Don't go in that box.
Yeah.
That's a dirty box.
Hey, welcome to Sushi Jackknife.
Oh, yeah. That's what we're doing. Today is my birthday.
Today's his birthday.
I am 32 años. For all you Spanish listeners.
Are you concerned that by saying that in Spanish, when Trump presidency hits day one, you're out of the country now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
It might be for the best at that point.
Where was he at? Gettysburg or somewhere the other day? Not Gettysburg, but some other Civil War place. And that was one of the things he enumerated in his first 100 days was that, if you even deign to speak poorly, however poorly, a phrase of Spanish. Spanglish is all right.
Well, only if it involves the word hombre.
It's English inspired. Oh man, I drove by. So I went while I was listening to the Tao of Poo. yesterday. I was at the park in East Nashville that you lovingly referred to as
Shelby's Bottom.
Thank you.
I've been there now, by the way.
Oh, did you enjoy it?
I visited Shelby's Bottom. It's lush. Yeah. It's a lush park.
There's a lot of layers.
Let me actually, this is how much into fatherhood I already am.
Okay.
So we were walking around Shelby's Bottom.
Yeah.
And we walked by the baseball fields.
Yeah.
And my first thought was, I need to check out those baseball fields because when my child starts playing baseball, I want to know what we're looking at.
Oh, that's nice.
They're very nice.
Oh,
They're
yes.
very nice fields.
They have great baseball fields.
They've got the grass on the infield.
They do.
It's not gravel,
Right?
which I grew up playing on. Let me tell you, that's not great for sliding or fielding ground balls.
They're very, they take nice care of their fields over there.
Yeah, it was very... Shelby's Bottom, they trim everything very nicely there. The grass was very short.
Yeah.
It was very...
Almost
neat.
Brazilian. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a great park. It really is. So I was over there, and it's in East Nashville, and also in East Nashville is a restaurant, Mexican, sort of. Sorry, guys, and sorry for the voice. It's fucking allergies. Restaurant called Rose Pepper, which I'm sure you've heard of.
Yes, it's a full cantina.
Yes, it is a cantina. Yes. You walk in and it's just like Star Wars in there. Woo. And they always have clever things to say on their sign outside. And so their clever thing this time said, "Caution, bad hombres and nasty women inside." Thought that was timely.
I really feel like if I were Hillary Clinton...
Yeah.
First off, if I were Hillary Clinton... I'd wear a lot more pantsuits than I wear currently.
Oh, yes, you would. Yes.
Secondly, the second matter of business, if I were Hillary Clinton, is I'd take the nasty woman thing and I'd just run with it.
Yeah.
I'm nasty.
Nasty. She's nasty. She gets around. She's nasty. She always down.
I'd be playing every song that involves nasty at every rally.
That could be your walking out music. Yeah. Imagine.
Just run with it.
I always thought her ensemble would be a lot better if she had a Flava Flav clock.
Yeah.
You know?
I think really the setup should be Tim Kane has the Flavor Flav clock.
Yeah, because she's the Chuck
man.
D.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tim Kane is the hype man of the situation.
He just stands over there and goes, "Yeah, fix Obamacare."
Yeah, boy. I mean, girl.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So okay, in that analogy, if she's Chuck D, all she really needs is a baseball cap.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
Because Chuck D wears a lot of pantsuits.
And yeah, exactly. I mean, I had the thought today about her pantsuits, and this is said in love. This is all said in love because Hillary, I know you and your staff will be emailing me 5 times tomorrow, like you emailed me 5 times today,
asking for money.
5 times the day before that.
Well, they can't ask for money anymore. Why are they emailing?
Oh no, they're asking for money.
I thought they were past the deadline.
No, they're asking for donations.
Aren't
Absolutely.
they past the filing deadline?
That's a great question. But I still every day.
She is a nasty woman.
And the emails I'll read like, "You're one of my biggest supporters. Could you give $5?" And I'm like, I gave you $5. I don't want to give you $5 more.
You know,
even if I do get a sticker.
You know, it's fun.
What's fun?
So clearly, for those who have listened to the podcast, there's one of the candidates I have a less favorable view on.
Yeah.
He's the only one that emails me.
He emails you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, somehow at some point in my life, and I'm still not sure, I ended up on the GOP email list.
Oh, Lord.
They ask for a lot of money. They never get any. And it doesn't matter. At one point, they tried to sell me some George H.W. Bush socks.
Oh, are you kidding?
I didn't donate for those.
Wow.
They were pretty nice.
So the GOP works off the NPR model. It's like, give us $35.
Yeah.
Get these socks.
Hey, would you like a tote bag?
Oh, I would.
$50. $50 to Trump.
My God.
Yeah, so I have been getting emails it's funny to watch as he loses favor.
Oh, yeah.
Originally, they were addressed from Donald Trump.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Obviously, they're not from Donald Trump.
Yeah.
They're from some, low intern.
Right.
Who wrote the email and had it approved by 10 other people, and then they sent it out.
But that's his whole staff.
Right.
His entire staff consists of about 11 25-year-olds.
And they're all his children.
Yes, that's correct. And they're all exactly 25. Yeah.
All of the emails I've gotten recently, I mean, a few have been from him, but then there's a lot more that are like from Donald Trump Jr. or from Eric Trump, or because I think they think no one is going to want to give Donald Trump money directly.
Yes.
Because he'll try to grope their genitals.
Well, yes.
As a thank you.
Right. Of course.
He's a giver.
Well, and it's a giving thing to do.
Oh.
We can't all get groped all the time, Nathan.
You're telling me.
Some of us would love to be groped, particularly on our birthdays.
That's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
No one's going to grope me. So, the newspaper I stole last night. We went out last night. For everyone who wasn't there with us.
Before we get into the newspaper, we need to describe where it came from.
Let's do that.
And basically, you became a klepto.
I did.
For like 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, maybe about 8 all told.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we were walking down the street.
Yes.
And Justin decided, I need a hot beverage.
I did. Well, let's give him some backstory.
How much backstory do
Just a little.
need?
We tried to go to a thing. The thing wasn't happening. So we ended up going to a bar. Mm-hmm. We went into a hookah bar. Yes. I smoked the hookah for the first time in my life. It was enjoyable. Jasmine was nice. We split some beers, and then we were walking.
Yeah.
That's really all the background they need.
That was really unnecessary background.
Yeah, it kind of was.
Anyway,
but we were walking because I was lightheaded from the hookah.
So later, after those things happened, we're walking down the street, and Justin has decided he'd like a hot beverage. So, and I'm not sure what the company was.
Yeah.
But Justin just ducks into a hotel.
It was a Hampton Inn.
At Hampton Inn.
Yeah.
Makes himself a cup of tea at their guest table.
It was mint.
And we leave.
Yep. That was it. And I made some offhand remark about going back to our room later. So that they would know that we were legit.
Which we weren't.
Of course.
Not even remotely.
We have a habit of going into hotels where we don't belong. That's twice we've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although this one's not nearly as fun.
No, the Sheraton downtown is much more interesting.
And then we're walking back the other direction.
Yes.
And you spot on the ground
3 copies of the Wall Street Journal, all addressed to certain units inside this building. I believe the one I swiped was 338. I think I like the symmetry there.
So he stole a newspaper.
Yes.
Someone's newspaper that they bought with their hard-earned money.
Yeah. And that Rupert Murdoch strategically edited together for them.
They have become one of only like 15 subscribers left in the United States.
It's true.
And they're not going to get their paper, so they're going to cancel their subscription.
Yeah.
And the Wall Street Journal is going to go down, and it's all your fault.
I'm okay with the Wall Street Journal going down.
And when the Wall Street Journal goes down,
yeah.
the stock market's not going to know what to do. Wall Street goes down. Next thing you know, third world country, we're all starving to death.
Third world thing passes. An era of peace washes over the earth. The population's under control.
Oh, that's silly. That's not going to happen ever.
Well,
an era of peace.
Everything is actually going to be fine, though. The Wall Street Journal will carry on because I felt bad. And so this morning on my way to work, I returned the paper before anyone had got their other paper. So I assume that apartment 338 had not gotten their paper either as of yet. And
did you open it at all?
I did not.
You should have opened it and just shuffled all the sections around.
That would have been good.
So
yeah,
they're going for where the normal leisure section is. Is there one in the Wall Street Journal? Who cares? They go for that, and what they end up with is sports. Is that in the Wall Street Journal? I don't know. Don't read newspapers. It's 2016.
Their art section is just a doodle that Roger Ailes did
I would assume
of a vagina.
I would assume the Wall Street Journal, the art section is probably just old New Yorker comics where they've changed the caption.
That's probably about right. Yeah.
It's the right crowd.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yes. 100%. Yeah. Yeah. So my kleptomania, I think, has passed, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It actually started a few days ago, to be completely honest.
What did you steal a few days ago?
I was at the grocery store, and I had a hankering for peanut butter cups. Now, I like Reese's. Everyone likes Reese's. Reese's is great. But sometimes I like a fancier peanut butter cup.
Okay.
Sue me. And in fact, there is a peanut butter cup that bears my name. Justin's. Peanut butter and peanut butter cups.
Is it fancier?
It's fancy, yeah.
It sounds like
Justin's
a generic Reese's.
No. It's organic or something. It's something.
Oh, it's organic.
Yes. It was, well...
There are no GMOs in this peanut butter cup. So organic.
They're rather good.
It's a peanut butter cup. Of course it's good.
Yeah, but it's better than a Reese's. I'll come right out and say it. So is the Newman's Own, by the way. Also,
Newman's Own peanut butter cups.
I'm waiting for the day that we go get dirt from the moon, and that becomes the new way to eat things. People are like, this moon dirt is, completely untainted by humans, mostly.
I thought you were going to say you're waiting for the day that we go get dirt from the moon, and then all of a sudden, there's Newman's Own moon dirt.
All profits to charity. So yeah, I went shopping kind of late at night, and I was a little tired, and so I ate the peanut butter cups, stuck the packaging in my back pocket, did not pay for them.
How much was that?
I think they're not cheap. They're like a $2.25 or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the going price for a Wall Street Journal? Here, we're gonna do some math.
Let's do some math.
We're gonna see if you're going to get anywhere near felony level.
Well, okay.
All right.
So $2.25, a cup of tea. I mean, that's it was generic tea. I would say that probably goes for $2.
Okay.
In most places, yeah. So we're up to $4.25. Except I returned the paper.
Okay, so we'll say you rented the paper.
Yeah, overnight. I rented it overnight.
Okay.
I redboxed it.
Well, that would be $1. If you redbox something, it's $1.
Okay.
Okay.
So say I redboxed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're at $5.25 now.
$2.25.
$2.
Yeah. $5.25.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what else have you stolen?
That's it. Actually.
That's it.
That's it. I know.
Oh, that was.
It was
If you're going to go on a klepto streak, you gotta do something better than that.
I have illegally downloaded some things in my life.
Porn.
Well, there's that, but the lines blur.
Yeah.
No, I downloaded at least 2 Metallica songs in the halcyon days of Napster.
What did you download them solely just because
As a fuck
Metallica?
you?
Yeah.
If only. No, I actually downloaded them before any of that happened. But yeah. And they were like the Metallica songs that Metallica fans would be like, "You're a pussy," because it was like Nothing Else Matters and like Hero of the Day. Remember that one?
No.
We're off to find the hero of the day. Yeah.
I probably know 2 Metallica songs total.
Yeah.
Never listened to Metallica.
And nothing else matters.
This is not an indictment of Metallica. I'm not saying anything bad about them. Just not my cup of tea.
Oh, sure.
Not my cup of tea.
Your cup of tea is Earl Grey.
Yes.
Served with a side of Conor Oberst. Oh, he's a slurpy boy. He's never going to get anywhere in life.
Oh, too much tea in my mouth.
That was the thing about the hookah, wasn't it? and you're drawing it through the water, and so you get this vapor. But then they offer you the ice hose, and now I sort of wish I had tried the ice hose, to be honest with you.
I mean, it's colder.
It's just colder.
Yeah, that's it.
I kind of want to feel that feeling of breathing in cold jasmine. Oh, that sounds nice.
You could just go get some jasmine and breathe it in if that's really what you want.
On a snowy day, go outside.
Yeah. Just grind up some jasmine.
Yeah.
And sniff it.
I could do that.
Yeah. Refreshing.
Yeah.
Refreshing.
Floral.
That's what gets me up in the morning. Just a quick hit of jasmine.
A bump.
Real quick bump.
A little rat tail of jasmine. I stole that. That's a proops.
What would you do
Uh-huh.
if you walked into a public restroom? I mean, I know you wouldn't actually probably do anything. What would your reaction be? If you walk in, someone is at the counter at the sink.
Yeah.
With their razor blade. Chopping up jasmine so that they can snort the line.
I'd be very curious.
I would feel obligated to stick around until it's done.
Yeah.
Solely just because I want to see what happens.
Jasmine is flowers, yes?
I think so.
I feel like it'd be a bit moist to try to snort in its natural
Maybe
state.
they dry it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a jasmine snorter. I've never done it.
Lotus eater. Jasmine snorter. We should rewrite the Odyssey right now. The Jasmine snorters. Woo! Flowers.
I feel like since you've been on a klepto streak.
Yeah.
And it's your birthday.
And Taoism.
And, well, that's not relevant.
Okay.
To what I'm about to say. In fact, this is probably... I don't know the rules of Taoism, but I'm going to assume what I'm suggesting probably is against something.
Okay. Deal.
You should go steal something better.
Okay. I should up my ante,
Yeah.
so to speak.
A street sign.
Oh, I've done that before.
Someone's front door.
That would be rude.
A car.
Oh, I do need a new car. And I mean, really, it might enlighten them for me to steal their car.
All of the organic peanut butter cups.
That would be an accomplishment. Just, I have a thing about peanut butter. We've probably covered this, but it's worth saying again because it's rather important. I will be so heartened when the days of stir peanut butter end.
That's never going to happen.
I think it's so awful. It's just so awful. It's never right. You stir and you stir and you stir. And it's never like Peter Pan or Jeff from the good days.
Well, no, because it's relatively good for you.
Yes, but Nathan, when I reach for peanut butter, am I reaching for health? Really?
I mean, it has healthy aspects to it.
Protein.
It's got healthy fat.
Yes.
It's a good source of protein.
Correct.
If you get the all natural stuff, you're not even getting added sugar.
Yes, exactly.
So it's healthy. So you can reach for it and get a healthy snack.
Okay.
You can't reach for Peter Pan and get a healthy snack. That's not a healthy snack.
Yeah, you're right.
Once it has, 20 grams of sugar in a tablespoon, all the health is out the window.
Peanut butter flavored hookah tobacco. Ew.
That
sounds bad.
That's not good for anybody.
That sounds bad.
That's a very bad idea.
That's a very bad idea. I don't think I could do that.
No.
It'd be sort of like, I like peanut butter milkshakes though.
What? I don't know that I've ever had a peanut butter milkshake.
Oh, good God. Well, you know how peanut butter's salty. Regardless of the 20 grams of sugar, it'll still be salty.
Yes.
It's basically vanilla ice cream plus the peanut butter. So you get a salty sweet thing going.
Okay.
It's fantastic. Fantastic. Brilliant, as the British would say.
Okay.
All right, fine.
I'll take your word for it.
That's your estimation?
I believe you.
Okay, I believe you.
Okay, so here's another birthday related question.
Okay,
I have
yeah.
for you.
Please.
Today being your birthday,
Yes.
normally people celebrate with a meal.
Yes.
What were you eating when I showed up?
What a window into my world. How significant. Frozen.
Yeah.
Now, I had cooked them, but they were frozen.
Right. Previously frozen, vegetarian, sausage patties. And it's, you got here about 7:30 p.m. Yeah.
p.m.
Was that your full dinner?
Well, I'd eaten cookie cake prior because I was gifted cookie cake today.
What?
Yes. And so I need
Cookie cake is the best way to eat a cookie.
Well, yeah, I know. It's not just a cookie when it's cookie cake.
No.
Yeah. And so I had some of that, and so my sugar ratio had gone rather high compared to my protein ratio. So I felt that I needed to balance that back out a bit.
How much protein is in a veggie sausage?
A decent amount. I don't know offhand, but a decent amount. Yeah, they find ways to do that.
Yeah. Soy protein?
Not
Whey
sure.
protein?
Probably soy in this case. Soy's not so good. My favorite kind of protein?
Yeah.
It's, I think they're calling it compassion protein, where they just sort of talk to the cow.
Okay.
Until it decides that its death would be beneficial.
They talk the cow into dying?
They talk it into, yeah. They not, well, that's not the purpose, but that is the end result.
They
talk to the cow. They get the cow feeling good about its contribution.
See, it sounds more like they convince the cow that life isn't worth living and it's time to end it all.
No, that's nihilism meat. Have you had that before?
No.
It's often sold under golden arches.
That's not meat. Don't be silly.
That's some goo that they have. It's they have a giant cauldron of it. That's what pink slime is, you know.
Yes.
It's alive. And they just keep it alive. It's sort of like, you know, when you buy that hippie vinegar, it contains the mother. It's like that.
The hippie vinegar?
Yeah, have you seen the Bragg's hippie vinegar? I believe it's called.
No, I didn't know this was a thing.
You never seen this?
No.
Go in the.
I just buy balsamic.
Go in the
red
natural
wine
section for once in your life.
We go there all the time, but I'm not buying vinegar there.
Well, it's apple cider vinegar. People swear by it. People claim it has curative properties and things of that nature.
Yeah, well, that's nonsense, and I think everyone should know that.
Well, of course it is. But it is sold, however, containing the fungal, I think it's fungal, bacterial, fungal, whatever, mother that has turned it into vinegar. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you look in the bottom of these rather tall bottles of vinegar, you will see some substance floating. That is a piece of the mother.
How much does this vinegar cost?
Oh, it's a few dollars. I want to say it's like $6 or something.
Not worth it.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, what I'm trying to get to, pink slime is like that.
Okay.
When you get a Big Mac, you get a piece of it, but it lives on. The organism continues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In your digestive tract.
Right.
And that's why you poop 30 minutes after you eat it.
After the last debate, what did we do with all those Wolf Blitzer clones that were now obsolete? We threw them into the pink slime mother. And thus, we are rid.
Does Wolf Blitzer do anything outside of election season? Is Wolf Blitzer the Bob Costas of politics? He just disappears and comes back every 4 years?
I would say that Bob Costas is the Chris Wallace of sports.
The Chris Wallace of sports.
Because they dig Chris Wallace out every once in a year.
There's just a closet where they store him.
That's it.
And then pull him out when it's debate time.
They do. They dust him off. They reanimate him. Much like H.P. Lovecraft's Reanimator. They shoot him up with that green shit. And he's back. And he's ready. And he's fully informed. It also contains all the information he needs to get through the debate. He doesn't even have notes. If you notice that about Chris Wallace, look.
Why would he need notes?
He never takes notes. It's inside him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows everything.
Yeah.
He is all-knowing, all-moderating.
Yes. All-knowing, all-moderating.
I don't know if anyone knows Chris Wallace, but you can pitch that to him for a slogan.
Oh, moderating.
If that isn't on his business cards by the end of the year,
we'll have failed.
He's doing something wrong.
Right. Yes. Yeah, he looks strangely like Stephen Colbert, doesn't he?
He does a
little bit. Like
yeah.
he could be his uncle or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he calls him uncle all the time. That's not a fact. That was a lie.
Oh, now we're telling them when it's a lie? Mm-hmm. That's not fair. We can't tell them when it's a lie.
Don't research it. That was a lie. I made that
up. On debate night, last debate night, I was tweeting about Chris quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I referred to him forever as Chris Matthews.
Not the same.
Who's a different person.
Not
and
the
then,
same
and then
person.
I had to admit to the Twitterverse, oh shit, I meant Wallace this whole time.
And then there was a huge backlash.
Yes, insane. Hashtag beer. I blamed it on the booze, as I am wont to do in these situations.
Coincidentally, I believe that was Donald Trump's explanation for his performance in the debate. Just kidding. Donald Trump's never had alcohol in his life. That's a fact. You can look that one up.
No, because
Truth.
Alcohol breaks down rubber.
Exactly.
Which is 78%, is it made of?
And it would react with the Coke that's in his system. So.
Correct, yeah. You don't want an upper and a downer in your body at the same time. It's a bad scene.
There is no evidence that Donald Trump actually uses cocaine or has ever used cocaine. This is just a legal notice.
However, if you do look inside his pockets, you will find a mysterious powder there.
He mostly just inhales Jasmine.
Yeah. He smells nice. Nicer than you would think. For being such a gross guy. He smells pretty good. Yeah.
What?
Oh, I was
what
just
do you have
thumbing.
here?
I'm sorry. I was thumbing through memories.
Of?
Well, these are of my recent travels, as previously discussed. So these are from our nation's capital. So
let me get this straight. We're going to on the podcast look at these pictures.
Yes.
Okay. So there's a Capitol building. I don't know what this is.
There is
it's a demon rabbit.
Yes, there's a garden of artwork near the Capitol Mall, and contained within is a sculpture of a demon rabbit.
Yeah. That's got to go on Twitter. You're gonna have to figure that one out.
Demon rabbit?
Yeah, people need to see the demon rabbit.
Yeah, I think you're right. They do need to see the demon rabbit.
All right, so we got more stuff. There's a train. Fla-da-da-da-dee-to-do. I remember why digital pictures are a lot easier than actual photo prints.
Yes.
I have a thing where I hate touching the picture.
Is that right?
I know because you're not supposed to. And I'm very anal about it. Other people don't care nearly as much. But when there's a stack of pictures like I'm currently holding, it makes it very difficult to get to the next picture if you don't touch.
It's true.
The front.
And I forgot how they stick together, kind of. You know?
It's okay. Well, I'm done flipping.
It's unfortunate. Okay. There's really not much there. There's about 18 pictures of me standing in front of the Capitol building, smiling.
You look so happy to be near the Capitol.
It was an exciting moment.
Did you feel in Washington D.C.?
Yeah.
Did you feel closer and more connected to our political process by being there?
No, actually, I felt more alienated from it, oddly.
Okay.
Because the buildings are so, and I know they're designed.
White?
Well, yes, white. Folks, if you don't know, I'm African American. Yeah, the buildings are very white. They're very large. They're very heavy looking. And I know that was the style of the time or what have you. But
right.
But they have an air of impenetrability about them.
Well,
you know?
I think that's probably on purpose.
Yes, of course. But it there was nothing about it. However open it's meant to feel as you walk from monument to monument, for example.
Right.
It still doesn't manage to feel open. You know?
Understandable. Yeah. I was just watching a documentary today. So, first off, I've been on a huge political nerd documentary kick.
Oh yeah,
Where
likey.
I've been watching far too many nerdy political documentaries.
Excellent.
The last one I watched the other day was I'm blanking on the conservative guy's name.
Conservative,
But
guy.
in 1968, this man and Gore Vidal, not a conservative,
Okay.
were on ABC's coverage of the Democratic and Republican National Convention.
Ah, yes, yes.
And things got heated.
Oh, wait.
They didn't like each other. It ended with lawsuits. Anyway, so that was the other day.
Okay.
Today, I was watching I think you would call it a documentary, really more of a lecture from Noam Chomsky,
Ah, yes.
talking about the death of the American dream.
The gnome.
Yes. And so he was talking about how people like us were meant to be disconnected from the political process. Because really, it was designed for the wealthy to have the power.
Well, that seems insanely viable.
And that's probably why those buildings look that way.
I imagine it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
they want to be intimidating.
well, and there's also that reference idea, right? Because you do look at the buildings and think, well, they're beautiful, and they are beautiful.
Yes.
But they also they do have that, like, they all in an odd way. They all look like a giant foot stamping on the ground in front of you that makes your path impassable. Mm-hmm. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. To use some imagery.
Yeah.
Yes. And so, yeah, no, I agree. I've not gnomed a lot. I've gnomed a little in the past, but it's been a while.
Yes.
I felt insanely intelligent right afterwards.
Right.
And then quickly realized that I didn't really understand what he was talking about. Not his fault, my fault.
The points he made were very valid points.
Yeah.
Very valid. I'm having to look up the documentary because it's going to...
To plague you.
Yeah, it's not going to be good.
Yeah. Understandable.
Continue
Well,
with your
it's,
things in life.
Yeah, it's just, you feel a reverence, and you know, everything it sort of vaguely looks like churches in a way, and so there's that happening as well. Churches are interesting too. I mean, buildings, the sort of psychological effect of buildings in a wider way, I think, is really interesting, you know? Because we're very much impacted by our physical space, you know?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I just think it has an impact. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What was it called?
William F. Buckley was the other person.
William F. Buckley.
Which,
I don't know a lot about
if you
him.
don't know, he's a mild lunatic.
Gotcha.
Well, he's dead now.
Oh, really?
Now he's a rotting corpse in the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Previously,
He was a salient.
he was a mild lunatic who had a show on PBS for a very long time.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
So for all those people who want to say PBS and NPR are super liberal, I will refer you to William F. Buckley.
Shabowza. Yeah, I was thinking, this is going back to the Tao Poo just a little. In the book, Benjamin Hoff is the author of that, by the way, and I'm sure many people have read this book. I just hadn't read it. It came out in 1982.
Yeah, I haven't read it.
So it's older than than you and I. He uses the example of the Puritans in America, right? Mm-hmm. And their sort of backwards way of thinking when they got here.
Yeah.
So the Puritans get here, they start farming incessantly. They farm to the point that they don't allow the land to recuperate, and they start to starve.
Yes.
The land gives out, basically.
As does happen.
As this happened. They recovered only by the virtue that the Native Americans, who they feared and hated, hipped them to the fact that you have to let the land rest. You don't plant anything there now. Plant something over here.
And that was the first Thanksgiving.
Da, 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 da.
Anyway, so then smallpox.
Yeah, so that happened. But, he's talking about this backer way of thinking that you have to go in and control everything. And
Yeah.
the Puritans didn't much like singing either, apparently.
Right.
So they were sort of joyless people who tried to impose their will on everything. And I was thinking about how it must have felt to England in a way, seeing all this happen, that they really hadn't experienced much of a loss having those folks over there. You know what I mean? They were a bit
true.
Dull. Dull is dull plus droll.
Okay.
Droll.
But they probably weren't that droll.
Yeah.
Just dull.
Just dull for the most part.
Pretty boring.
Yeah, just kind of.
Like the most excitement they had was when they went to go drown a witch.
They were, yeah.
And that's really not that fun.
They were taupe. Yeah.
Because the witches, the people they were drowning couldn't swim. Yeah. So it was just kind of like a...
And forget about sex. I mean, they like their violence, clearly, with the witch thing. Mm-hmm. This, as continues in America today, sex is horrid, but violence is...
You're right.
Violence is great.
Yeah.
So...
I drown a witch every week.
Well, we all do at the
Just
meeting.
for kicks.
Yeah. I love to go out for sliders after we do that.
Yeah.
That's a great little burger joint down the street. Mm-hmm,
You get your veggie burger.
I do. Mm-hmm. And you question how much protein it has in it.
1 gram.
And I say to you, paw. So I was thinking about how England hadn't experienced much of a loss, having the Puritans.
Yeah.
And I started to wonder why they even fought at all. And of course that ties into a bigger thing, but this is really all getting down to somehow. This is all whittling down to another experience I had recently, which, thanks to the Roku that we recently acquired via my wonderful sister-in-law and her husband, who is also wonderful.
You stole it from her?
Yeah, go ahead and add that to the...
All right, so we're at like $26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
That used Roku is...
Yeah, aftermarket Roku is not worth as much as a brand new one, obviously.
Right.
So, on the Roku, there is not only a variety of programming for the adults in your family, but there's a variety of children's programming.
Yes,
we don't
depending on the app you have on it. Yes.
Correct. Yes. We don't watch a ton of TV with my son, but he watches a little bit, and we stumbled on this show called Pocoyo, which
called what?
Pocoyo.
I'm sorry.
Pocoyo.
Is that like a Hawaiian delicacy?
Sounds like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the whole show is about they basically just roast pigs.
Yeah.
The whole time. Yeah.
I'd get into that show.
Yeah.
It sounds like a Food Network competition. Pig roast challenge.
Detroit.
Guy Fieri.
And one guy gets confused and he brings a cop.
Mm-hmm. It happens.
Yeah, it does. These things occur. Pig roast Ferguson. Oh. Delicate.
I don't think Guy Fieri would do that one. I just don't feel like he would be very popular in Ferguson or... Well... Detroit, he might with a segment of the population.
Yeah,
Juggalos.
Oh yeah,
Juggalos probably love Guy Fieri.
Great point. I
don't know this for a fact. I don't want to assume things about the Juggalos.
Yeah,
but I would guess when they're not enjoying Detroit's finest non-Eminem white rap or chugging a Faygo, they're probably watching Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
I think you're right. And Fieri famously, of course. Well, first of all you have to do to make him appear anywhere is say his name 5 times fast. Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't do that. We don't want him here.
No.
He's horrid. He's very detestable. So, but I think you're right. I think the Juggalos dig him because he has that whole glaze that he makes out of grape soda, barbecue, grape soda barbecue sauce thing he has. Anyway, my point is, Pocoyo is a British show narrated by Stephen Fry. Are you familiar with Stephen Fry?
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to say Guy Fieri, but Stephen Fry is good.
Oh, God. Can you imagine Guy Fieri narrating a children's show?
Woo!
That's what I'm talking about. I don't even know what he says, but
That's
woo is a good estimate.
That's about it.
So, narrated by Stephen Fry. And I knew a little bit who Stephen Fry was, just a little. But I did some looking and pretty quickly realized that, he's a brilliant actor and speaker and activist and all this. He's also a gay atheist.
Yeah.
And I thought that here's a great thing about Britain. Because never in America would a gay atheist narrate a children's show. It's not going to happen.
Probably not.
Not for a while, at least,
What? Not an outspoken gay atheist.
Correct.
I'm sure a gay atheist has narrated a children's television program.
Blue's Clues.
But they haven't gone out of their way going, hey, I'm gay and also an atheist, like constantly. Stephen Fry's very upfront with it.
Yeah, which is great.
He's an activist for both causes.
Correct.
If you call atheism a cause, I feel like that's a weird way to describe that. A cause doesn't seem right.
It's not a cause so much. No, it's
just viewpoint.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Way of thinking.
That.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it made me a little proud of our English brethren over there that they would do such a thing.
Well, in England, it seems like every successful actor or comedian is an outspoken atheist.
Is that true?
It seems like.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in England, there's not a lot of choices for religion anyway.
It's Anglicanism or atheism.
You got the Church of England.
Yep.
And you got I hate the Church of England. And those are pretty much your two choices.
You make a very good point. That's a great point. Yeah.
So, most of the comedians you see will fall into the I hate the Church of England crowd
category.
And I know, in case anyone's listening, I'm sure there are other religions in England. Just not many. There's like 3 Mormons over there.
Yeah, very lonely. That'd be a terrible place to be Mormon. And I say that because it's a real alcohol culture. Everywhere you go, you'd have to not drink booze.
I would assume that the Mormons, they still do their Mormon thing.
Yeah.
Just walking up to people and asking if they've heard the good news.
Sure.
And most people just tell them to bugger off and go about their business.
Bugger is something else I looked up recently.
Yeah.
I would always wonder, I thought I knew what buggery was, but now I really know what buggery is. It can mean both the act of bestiality, or it can mean, just homosexual sex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sodomy, you might call it. It can mean both those things.
The British are very colorful.
They are.
With their insults.
I love it. It's great.
That's a much more creative thing than we would say.
Bugger off. Yeah.
So good for them. And I mean, there's 40 or 50 different variations.
Oh, of course.
Too.
Yes. We would just say, fuck off.
Yeah. We got one.
Yeah. Be gone with you.
This is why England hasn't ever tried to take us back.
Right.
They're just like, let the colonies exist over there on their own. Yeah, they won the war. We're not going to try. We could win if we wanted to.
Right.
Their vocabulary.
They've never stopped being
atrocious.
Yes, of course. They've never stopped being assured of their superiority. So they don't have to worry about it. They're in a place of complete comfort because they know that they're better.
Here's my theory. I think that they are playing the long game. Okay, so
interesting.
They lost the war. Quotes. Like, they could have sent more soldiers over. They had a big army. They didn't do it. They lost the war. Let's be independent. You know why? Because now what they're doing is they're gradually sending over all of their actors who are coming over and playing all of the American roles. Hugh Laurie, everywhere. He's not American.
Excellent
he sounds
point.
American.
Excellent
He's
point.
British. There's a ton of them.
Yeah.
They're going to take over our most valuable commodity in America, celebrities, and then the United States is theirs. And the British Empire is once again in power.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good plan.
If they want to do that really quick before, I don't know, like beginning of November-ish, stop the whole election, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'd be interested in that.
Yeah.
That's a viable third option, you know, to what could happen.
Our three choices now are Hillary Clinton,
Yes.
Donald Trump, or the British take us over.
Yeah, the redcoats are coming. And we're fine with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The redcoats are coming and we embrace them.
Yeah.
If they want to quarter in our house, so be it. It's a small price to pay. Please.
Let them be quartered.
Tax my tea. Tax it all you want. I don't care.
The American Revolution. The sequel.
It would be very passive.
This time we don't mind.
And the only states that wouldn't be taken back over would be like Texas and Oklahoma, because there's a lot of guns, and quite frankly, they don't want either one of them. There's nothing.
No.
Oklahoma only had one thing in it that was valuable, and that was Kevin Durant, and now he's in California.
So there you go.
Yeah. No one wants Russell Westbrook. He can stay there.
I don't know who you're talking about. I assume these are sports people.
Yeah. This is for anyone who knows sports.
There you go.
I could explain it to you if you really want.
I know.
Kevin Durant was a forward for the Oklahoma City Thunder, but over the offseason, he signed with the Golden State Warriors, creating a team of 4 potential All-NBA players out of 5 starters. Russell Westbrook, meanwhile, is still in Oklahoma City. He's their point guard. He's all they have left.
Beetle, beetle, boop. Beetle, beetle, boop.
Also, things happen in Texas.
I don't give a poop. Beetle, beetle, boop. That's a terrible song.
It was not great.
I came up with that while you were talking, but...
What in the name of all that's good and holy is happening here?
And now we will dance. It's my birthday. This is my birthday party music. I'm happy about it. Nathan's given up. I actually made him give up a little.
Oh, I already got all the information I had to share out.
Oh, you were done.
Yeah, Kevin Durant signed with Golden
Ah,
State.
Jesus.
So now Golden State has him and Draymond Green and Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. And whoever plays center.
Is this how sports work? Can you just go on forever? Like, you could just keep talking, couldn't you?
Yeah, well, I just listed 4 players out of the entire NBA. There's a lot more.
How many people are in the NBA total?
Well, let's see. I believe an active roster can have 18 players.
Okay. Per team.
Yes.
Okay.
That, by the way, I'm not swearing by that because I don't keep track of
NBA stuff.
NBA.
So much. Yeah. What's an active roster of baseball players? How many?
Well, hold on.
All right.
One question at a time.
Okay. Sorry. Jumping sports on you here.
So it roughly probably 550 NBA players.
Total?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In a given season.
Okay.
And that's not counting the players that get dropped and then added on 10-day contracts and things like that.
10-day contracts?
Yeah. NBA.
They do that?
Yeah. If anyone wants to give me a 10-day contract, I will happily take it and then go away 10 days. Then you don't have to deal with me ever again.
So is the idea behind that you...
It's a trial.
Okay. So you play a game or 2 or something?
You play for 10 days.
Okay.
Hence.
10-day contract.
Yeah.
That's not 10 games, though.
10-day.
Yeah.
10-day contract.
But you don't have 10 games in 10 days.
No.
Right.
No.
How many games did they play?
82.
A year?
Yeah.
Season? Whatever they're called.
Yeah. And not counting the playoffs.
How many does that usually end up being a week?
I don't know. 3? 2?
Something like that? Yeah.
9?
Okay.
14. All of them. I don't know. I don't pay attention till the regular season's over.
Oh, okay. It'd be fun to give basketball players all like a little bit of Anderson Cooper's horse tranquilizers before they play.
Okay.
And like everybody, both sides.
Yeah.
And just watch them play slowly.
I think what you just described is the NBA in 1940 when it was all white guys.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To answer your question about baseball, 25 players until September when the roster expands to 40.
Really?
Yes.
Why does that happen in September?
Because they decided in September that happens.
But who do they add? They add more pitchers and stuff? They add
people they want to call up from the minor leagues.
Really?
Yeah.
Every September?
Yeah.
And so then your team has 40 people on it?
Yeah, well, every team has a 40-man roster. But 15 of those players can be in the minor leagues and will be in the minor leagues until September.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Any other sports?
No.
questions you'd
I'm
like?
good. I'm full.
Do you want to discuss how lines work in hockey? Would you like to discuss the positions on a football field?
That I have an inkling about. Just a drop, though.
Would you like to discuss tennis and the various surfaces of the court?
So there's 2 people on a tennis team, right?
In doubles, yes.
Oh shit! Wow, you found a way to make me right. I was being intentionally stupid.
Yeah, it didn't work.
No, it didn't.
Now you
Wow.
look stupid for your attempt to be stupid.
You know, this Taoism thing is true. Because the whole idea is that you don't try so hard. I didn't try so hard.
Yeah.
And
you
there it
got right.
is.
There you go.
I got rewarded. Wow, look at that.
Yeah. So, yeah, doubles exist.
Thanks, Pooh.
Just no one cares. No one cares about doubles.
I mean, I don't know about any of it, so it's fine.
Not like mostly people just care about singles.
My favorite thing about tennis is the shoes.
Yeah, they're okay.
You know, let them flop around on the floor, aren't you? Bleed out in front of us. You're going to let that one just eviscerate itself before our very eyes.
Yeah, they're okay.
Yeah.
They're fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. People wear them.
Yeah.
It's good for running.
The other thing I like is the balls. Now it's screaming. You see it over there?
So you watch men's tennis?
Yeah. You're laughing like the Count from Sesame Street.
Two balls.
That should be a rule in tennis that every male tennis player can only have one testicle.
You know what would... Because no one really watches tennis. Let's be honest. Most people find it pretty boring.
I think there's like a bunch of people in like Virginia, but that's it.
You know what would make it more exciting?
Connecticut.
Make the court slightly bigger.
Yes.
And then let both players serve a ball at the same time.
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah. And then they have to... it's just constant running.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'd watch that.
2 rackets apiece?
Yeah, I mean, they can have as many rackets as they want.
Okay.
I mean,
all right.
It's not really going to benefit you to have more than 2.
Right. What are you going to hold it with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you want 5, that's fine. That's your business.
Well, until we figure out how to sew bionic rackets onto people. That day is coming.
Ooh. Make it even more fun. Put walls on the side of each court.
Yeah.
So instead of the ball going out of bounds, it just ricochets off the wall and goes harder at the player.
So it's like a little bit like racquetball now.
Yeah. But with 2 balls.
Yeah.
Also, they could just play racquetball.
They could do that, but it's not as much fun.
So
yeah. Racquetball would be more fun if the players were about to drown the whole time.
Yeah.
That would be more fun.
That's water polo.
Well, but there's like...
That's water polo with me playing.
That's a sport I truly do not understand.
I don't think anyone... First off, no one knows it exists until the Summer Olympics.
Yeah.
So once every 4 years, people turn on the TV and go, what is this? Is this water polo?
Right.
Oh, okay. and they watch it for 5 minutes and go, I don't understand, but someone scored a goal, and then they change the channel.
NPR told me when the Olympics were happening, NPR told me that it's very hard. It's very difficult. It's very
to play water
sport.
polo.
Very demanding. Yes,
I would assume so.
Yeah,
You're treading water the whole time.
Swim and do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
Most people just do the one thing when they're in the water. Try not to die.
Yeah. Well, and they do that.
Yeah, the whole time.
Yeah. But they also play a game while they try not to die.
Oh, I'm exhausted now. Just thinking about it. Jeez. Yes.
I do feel like swimming, as far as workouts, is probably the most practical workout. Because, like, let's say I run on a treadmill every day.
Right.
That's not really a thing that is a viable skill.
No.
But if I swim every day, I now can survive if, say, I get on the Titanic when they rebuild the Titanic and it sinks again.
First 100 days.
Yeah. I can swim all the way back to either New York or England, depending on how I feel about things. Yeah.
It's nice to be able
Through
to make
the
that
choppy
decision.
water.
Yeah. Yeah. What I can't wait once Trump is president. I can't wait for the first vice presidential / presidential cabinet cage match. Can't wait for that time. That's going to be great.
What do you think the odds are if Trump wins president? They changes the title from president to Trumpadent.
You know, they're decently high. I think he was going to call himself like Imperial or something like that.
And Mike Pence is the vice Trumpadent. Not quite as important as the Trumpadent, but he's there.
Well, I think he just becomes the viceroy at that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's comforting to know it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely not.
Do we have any, this will be out probably around Halloween times.
Yeah.
You got any Halloween things you would like to say?
No. Here's the thing about Halloween. And really this holds true for most holidays.
Okay.
But I've realized as I become an adult and age more and more.
Yeah. March towards death.
Every year that passes, it matters less.
Oh.
Like, what is there for Halloween when you're... I mean, you just turned 32.
Yeah.
What does a 32-year-old do for Halloween?
Well, I did have a lot of fun carving a pumpkin.
Okay, so that wasn't... That was pre-Halloween.
Yeah.
On Halloween.
On Halloween.
What are you going to do?
I'm actually gonna take him trick-or-treating this year for the first time.
Okay,
first
so
time trick-or-treating.
The kid gets to have fun.
Yeah.
And you just make sure that none of those creepy clowns that are across the United States start motioning at him.
So that already happened, by the way.
The creepy clown thing?
There was a kid in our neighborhood. Mm-hmm. We had our fall festival thing a couple weeks ago. And it was the end. It was evening time at the end. And there was a kid walking around, and he was probably about 12, with a clown outfit on. And he was trying to scare the 2- and 3-year-olds.
That's not as bad as the clowns you keep hearing about,
Little son of a bitch, though. You know what I mean?
But he wasn't trying to lure them into the woods.
No, is that what they're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Watch the news sometimes.
I've heard about
so you
this
can be startled
a little bit. But so they're trying to lure people into the woods?
Yeah, no one does it. Nothing has actually, as far as I know, happened.
But that's just what they're doing? They're trying to lure people?
Yeah. Like clowns do.
That's disturbing. That makes me feel disturbed.
It is disturbing. I will say my favorite part about the whole thing, though, is that there is I don't know if it's an international or national clown organization that has had to put out comments about saying things about how clowns are really nice.
Yeah.
And this is not a good representation of clowning.
They had to publicly denounce this?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We don't support The terror clowns.
The terror clowns.
Trying to lure your kids into the
Oh
woods.
my God.
We're not about that. Not at the International Clowning Committee here.
So they have a pretty good PR department, it sounds like.
Sure. I mean, as good as you would expect from an organization that furthers the art of clowning.
There's an International Clown Hall of Fame.
What would be in there? I assume it's just Bobo the Clown, because that's the only clown I can name. Is there another clown? Ronald?
Well, first
Ronald McDonald?
First, I was trying to. The World Clown Association, perhaps.
Maybe that's it.
Worldclown.com.
I haven't been there, but I really want it to be like World Star Hip Hop.
Okay.
Where it's just random fights on the street.
The WCA. Oh God. Okay. Their purpose is they exist to serve the needs of the members of the association, serve the needs of local affiliate Clown Alley, and to promote the art of clowning throughout the world.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is bizarre.
Yeah, if you search clown and do news, you're going to see all sorts of things about creepy clowns.
I really don't want to see it.
Well, I mean, it's not
I don't want to see it.
that scary.
So on worldclown.com, on their newsfeed, their most recent post from October 17th, 10 days ago, Minnesota Clown Camp, big on silly. Oh no, the Clown Hall of Fame faced water damage and needs our help.
Well, that seems like a good cause to donate towards.
Oh my God. This is fascinating.
Where is the World Clown Hall of Fame located?
I'm going to find this for you. Hang on.
I have a few guesses. Mostly, I assume it's in Ohio.
Okay.
It feels like it's an Ohio thing.
International Clown Hall of Fame is in Baraboo, Wisconsin.
That makes sense too.
Yeah.
Wisconsin makes sense.
The word Baraboo makes sense.
I would have also expected Minnesota for some reason.
Okay.
Michigan, because, juggalos. Who else is going to go to the Clown Hall of Fame?
It was founded in 1987 in Delavan, Wisconsin, the birthplace of Barnum and Bailey Circus. Interesting. There's a lot of shit we don't care about, more shit we don't care about.
Can you nominate an inductee?
They have inducted 61 clowns. Let's see. Balloting is by members of the ICHOF. Yeah.
What we need to do is get some money and start. You know how people put out like the for your consideration ads for Emmys and things like that?
Yes.
We need to start taking out ads in that town, trying to get them to induct the 2 members of the Insane Clown Posse
into the Clown Hall of Fame.
Into the Clown Hall of Fame.
I'm into it.
What are their names? Violent J, I think.
That's one of them.
And
yes, Violent J
and the other one.
Sticky Steve, I think.
That works.
Yeah.
Whatever they are. If they don't have their own wing in that Hall of Fame, the Hall of Fame is a waste.
Defunct.
Yeah.
Defunct. 102 4th Avenue, Baraboo, Wisconsin. They have a donate button right there.
Oh,
You can make a donation.
that's okay.
It's $8 to get into the Clown Hall of Fame Museum.
Well, that's $8 of fun, though.
Oh, no.
You can definitely get $8 of enjoyment out of the Clown Hall of Fame.
Come visit the funniest museum on earth.
Be honest. Has a clown ever actually made you laugh in life?
Not a bit.
Does anyone laugh at clowns?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's a tough thing. It's I have a natural distaste for them. I'm looking at them right now, and I feel unsettled.
Now, is it like a fear of the clowns that you have?
I'm not crazy afraid of them. I just don't like them. You know.
So if a clown were behind you right now, I'm not saying there is one, and it touched your shoulder, would you freak out?
Oh fuck yeah! Because I didn't know. I'm looking behind myself right now, just to make sure that there's no way.
Even if it was a friendly clown and not a creepy clown. It doesn't have the creepy clown makeup, just the regular clown makeup, and it's going to squirt you with a bottle of seltzer.
I mean, I assume at this point, I'm 32. If someone's getting me a clown for my birthday, I'm going to scan down the clown.
Yeah.
And he's going to have some sort of apparatus attached to him.
What sort of apparatus?
I don't know, but something. Use your imagination.
Next birthday, I'll hire you a stripper clown for your party.
Lady stripper clown?
No, I didn't say lady.
Oh, that reminds me of that great Stone Temple Pilots song, Lady Stripper Clown. Lady stripper clown, she comes to your house with her big shoes on. Lady stripper clown, she does cocaine off of your lawn. She doesn't know your name. You can't see her face.
Here's a question I have. If you are a stripper clown,
lady stripper clown,
or male, either one, do you leave your big shoes on?
You got to imagine. This is a difficult question to answer, but honesty is a big part of our show.
Yeah.
You have to imagine that if you are in a relationship with someone who is a clown, you got to imagine that part of the appeal is that. So yeah, I think so. I think you leave the big shoes on. You might leave on more than that, for all I know.
Well, I mean, obviously you keep the wig on.
Yeah, the makeup.
Makeup's important.
The nose.
I'm looking it up, by the way.
Please.
It's an actual thing.
A fetish?
No.
Oh,
just
clown sex?
Stripper clowns.
Oh, stripper clowns are real.
Yeah, man.
Okay, well,
everywhere.
The internet is abundant with them.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's possible.
Oh, I just accidentally looked up stripper Ken. I did not mean to do that. Oh, and I got results.
There's a stripper named Ken somewhere?
Apparently.
I don't know a lot about the stripper community, but I feel like Ken is not a great name.
It's generic, right?
Oh, what's your name? Ken. I'm Ken.
Ah, here we go.
Yeah.
40 most popular stripper names.
Well, this took a different turn.
45. I was trying to get to male. Where'd male go? It applies to us more directly. Well, apparently it's Crystal. Apparently number one is Crystal. And now I'm in one of those websites I can't get out of. There we go. That ever happened to you?
No.
Go on a website you can't get out of. You get a website loop. Oh, what is my stripper name? Let's play. I gotta unleash, it says.
I somehow have downloaded an ad.
Oh no.
Not stripper clowns, but just an offer to win a free clown show.
Oh.
I don't
like
live in New York.
At your house?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, here.
Oh, God.
Sugar Weasel, the one and only clown escort.
Sugar Weasel?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
So if anyone is interested in reading that Vice article, you can Google Sugar Weasel.
Sugar Weasel. Oh, my God.
That's the sort of name I would expect from a stripper clown.
Okay, I'm getting my stripper name right now. I just answered a series of questions.
What? Now this is telling you what your name
But
would be?
Gladius Maximus.
There we go.
Sushi Jackknife.
Sushi Jackknife.
Hey, don't get spooky out there, you fucks. Keep it safe.
Do whatever. That's a free country.